For real this time, we're live.
For real.
It's your intro.
Bang, bang.
It's your intro.
It's my intro.
It's your intro.
Woo!
Why are we giddy? You're probably just slap heavy.
I just woke up, bro.
I had to wake him up from a nap.
Unfortunately, I decided to take a nap after work, and
I wouldn't say it's unfortunate. Naps are great, man.
no, naps are amazing. You know, I strive for naps. At least
Dude,
nowadays.
I love naps.
There was quite a while, a couple of years ago, where I did take naps every day, and
I think we've all been there because I know I have. There was a phase where I was taking a nap every day when I got home from work.
yeah, it's just rough.
It was probably when we worked in manufacturing.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's when I was taking naps every day.
Oh, okay. I did my first job actually. Almost every day. Go home and sleep.
Yeah. And it was nice too.
But anyways, it is episode 14, and so welcome back to the BC Auto Podcast. I'm Isaac.
I'm Noah.
And still, yeah, you're not Isaac this time?
No.
Okay, sweet.
For now at least I'm Noah.
We're back on track. And it was an exciting weekend.
It was. It was our first car meet of the year that we went to and attended.
Yeah, it was really cool. We got to meet some really cool people.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our footage for that event did get cut a bit short.
Yeah. We didn't get as much footage as we thought we were going to get.
Yeah.
But we did get some.
We got some. We got enough. And so you'll be seeing shortly on a new channel, actually.
Have we not teased the new channel before?
We have.
Okay, so we teased it before. We're teasing it again now.
We are teasing it for sure again right now.
Yes.
But
It's
very,
happening.
very soon you will get to see the highlights of that event, which will be pretty exciting.
Yeah, and things that we might have planned for that channel are maybe some longer videos, some really short videos. It's not going to be anything like the podcast.
Yeah.
It's going to be more things we do outside the podcast.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of new videos, if you're following the Instagram, you already know this. But
Is this a news to me?
shouldn't be. I talked to you about it the other day.
Okay.
We are starting a new series. And actually, a little bit of backstory about the channel. This is what we were going to do. We were going to start.
This was
with.
the original idea, yes.
Yeah. But then we switched to podcast because the time of year when we decided to try to start that, it was, I think it was like January, and it was so snowy.
Can I just tell them real quick what the plan is?
Yeah, so
Then we can get into it.
the main topic of these videos, it will be like an episode-based thing as well, is used car reviews.
Yeah, so basically the original idea of us making content came from, I'm going to take credit for this one, me thinking,
Yeah.
oh, there's so many channels out there that do new car reviews or, barely used car reviews, and just basically updating you on the new stuff going on and telling you about these new cars, whether or not you should buy them, if, etc.
Yeah.
And I was like, so there's so much market for the new cars, but it's very rare or not at all that you see a market for the used car reviews.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, we know plenty of people with cars, so that's an easy way to get started.
I think almost everybody nowadays, at least in the U.S., has a car.
Yeah. So the thought is a car, no matter what make and model, has this many miles from this many years ago, and we want to tell you how it's performing now with that many miles, with some of the things that's been done to it, whatever.
Yep. So we are starting that now. Filming commenced yesterday.
Yes.
I did get quite a lot of footage, and so it will be like even more of a teaser here. just to prepare you for what's coming. It will be like us kind of talking about it in a setting like this with the footage in the background, but also there is footage on the field.
Yes.
From, us being actually down there with the car.
Yes. Obviously, the specifics of it yet to be figured out. We'll get there as we go.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like this, where we have to figure it out as we go.
Mm-hmm.
I also am not going to guarantee to you guys how much I'm able to commit to this just because of my schedule.
Yeah.
But I will try to be as involved as I can.
Yep.
But Isaac will be taking the reins on it, so.
Yeah, we've already kind of talked about it, and I mean, I have more free time in general, so
Yeah.
I've kind of taken the burden of doing most of the filming for it.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with. I love filming.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It's fun, too, which is my regrets of not being able to guarantee more time. But I will be as involved as I can. But if you guys have anything, reach out to Isaac. I will be there to answer questions too, or take suggestions. But Isaac will be taking the reins on this.
So hopefully it's May 18 right now. Maybe if I lock in, it'll be within the month.
Okay. For the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
So we'll see. Hopefully soon. And then, I mean, many more to come throughout the year. That's the plan anyway.
Yeah. It's not going to be, we don't have a specific schedule. It's not going to be a week by week thing or a month by month thing.
Right.
It'll be whenever we find a car, get some footage of it, and make sure to do our research on information.
Yep. But first things first, look at your shirt.
Dude, look at my new shirt.
Look at the shirt.
A couple of episodes ago, I talked about Carson Hocevar's first win in the Cup Series, and I immediately went and bought the shirt before even it showed what it looked like on the website.
You just immediately impulse purchased it?
Yes. It had like a no image shown or something like that.
Oh,
like,
wow.
It didn't even show the
like
picture
first
of the
couple
shirt.
minutes of it being up.
Oh, yeah. I immediately bought it, and then like a week later, they posted the picture of the shirt. And I was like, oh, good. That's actually a cool shirt.
Yeah.
I'll
actually wear that.
I didn't buy something that was ugly. And it's a nice material, nice and soft, thin. Fits very well.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really nice.
And it's a really cool design. I love this design. It's awesome.
Got a couple of the sponsors on there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the car that he won with. Yeah, this is how he celebrated, was riding around out of the window. It's got Carson Hocevar, the race that he won, and at Talladega, because I don't know if you know this, but the main thing with Chili's is their Presidente margarita. And so they always their slogans like ride the Dente. So like Talladente for Talladega. That's a little play on words.
Nice.
Freaking awesome, dude. I love this shirt already. I've been wearing it for less than an hour.
Yeah. It's a good shirt.
Sweet shirt.
But it is your episode.
It is my episode.
I hope you came prepared.
Excuse me. I have something planned. Maybe me. It's nothing big, but it is something that should take us the vast majority of the episode.
Cool. I'm excited.
It's gonna be your opinion based thing.
All right.
And I'm gonna ask you about a handful of cars, and we're gonna do potentially a new reoccurring segment type of thing, where it's this or that.
Okay.
So we've done this in many variations in past episodes, where you choose whether you like this car or that one more.
Okay.
But this is specifically like, do you like this car or this car more, and why?
All right.
And then we're very naive when it comes to cars, and we've been confronted about that before.
Yeah, we have.
But this is just based on the knowledge we know, so you can roast us in the comments if you want for not getting all our facts straight or information right. But
yeah, like
this is based on what we're popping out of our heads.
Yeah, cannot guarantee I'll know much of anything about what you pop up. I mean, I have no idea what's about to come. So
yeah, so I have 10 sets of cars here.
Sweet.
It's always one versus the other. I say cars, but there are a couple variations in here.
Variations.
So we're gonna start off very classic.
Okay.
And I don't have specific years on these, so you can take it as you will. You can take it by the whole history if you want. But this is also your preference, so you can think of your favorites if you want. So the classic American rivalry, Camaro versus Mustang. This or that, which do you prefer? And why?
So with these two cars, I know more about Mustangs, for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna lean more toward Mustang.
Okay.
So I'll choose Mustang for this one, just because I know more about it. I have done a lot of research that, I mean, even the event we went to this past weekend, I mean, there were quite a few Mustangs there.
Yeah. And there's only like one Camaro.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Well, there was the Catfish Camaro.
right, that we saw immediately. Like,
Mhm.
that's the first thing you see when you enter the thing is a
Yeah.
Catfish Camaro.
Yeah. We had low hopes for it, but whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll go Mustang. I mean, I do really like them. I mean, last episode we just talked about the GTD
Mhm.
and its events in the Nürburgring.
Yeah.
So I think Mustang is definitely
Well,
taking a step
And
up.
the fact that Mustang's still around, Camaro might get brought back,
Right.
or likely going to get brought back, and Mustangs staying two door, staying stick, staying with
Yep.
the V8. Can't
Yeah.
guarantee all those with Camaro.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, with the not fully confirmed leaks out there.
Yeah.
For the new sedan model.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't even think you would like it because you're not a huge fan of the Magnum either.
No, but the Camaro's also not a wagon. Don't forget, I'm not a supporter of wagons. Magnum,
Is
I
it?
think, is closer to a wagon.
Yeah, I think you're. Yeah, it is because it's
So
got more of a flat back.
right. So the Camaro, the only reason I like the Camaro, the new Camaro that might come out,
Hmm.
with it being four door, is that I'm pretty soon, hopefully, I'm not saying anything. I'm saying hopefully soon, gonna become a family man
Hmm.
and having my dream car, but also a four door to where I don't have to climb myself into the back seat to
Right.
strap in a kid.
Yeah, you
Might
can kind of best of both worlds.
Yeah,
there,
might be
pretty much.
beneficial.
Yeah.
So that's my reasoning with why I might like the new Camaro still. Depending on if they put a V8 in or not. If there's no V8, there's no point in getting it.
Yeah, V6 Camaro.
Yikes. Can't even hear it.
Can't even hear it. All right, what's
Um,
next?
So you took the Mustang in the first one. Next is also a classic American rivalry.
Mhm.
It's the F-150 versus the Silverado.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll go F-150.
Okay, and what's your reasoning with that?
I'll go F-150.
I actually, as much as I'm a Ford guy, with one specific reason, with one specific section of that whole thing, I
Yeah.
have a rebuttal to that.
Okay. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more, I was thinking about what you said, like its entire history. I kind of. Oh wait, no, because that's a completely different truck. Never mind.
What?
The the Chevy S10.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's not a
So you can't go with the
Silverado.
old Rangers either.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. Like I really like Rangers,
Yeah.
but it's not. I'll still go the F-150
Okay.
because there was the F-150 Bronco back in the day,
Yeah.
and those were pretty sweet.
Yeah.
My father does have a history with F-150s as well,
Yes.
so I do feel inclined to lean toward that one.
The only thing that I have to say against that is that I think if you think about the entire history of both trucks,
Mm-hmm.
Chevys have for the most part looked better, and they have for the most part been cheaper.
Yes,
So I guess
they
I
have
guess
been
that's-
cheaper.
I guess
yeah.
that's two things.
Yeah.
So, in general, I say by looks and and price,
Mhm.
Chevy would win. However, and I will die on this hill, if they're making a truck cheaper, it's for a reason.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
And I would rather have a more performative and reliable truck than a better looking truck. So,
Hmm.
although I do give it to Chevy, they have really nice looking trucks
Yeah,
in pretty much any generation.
yeah, and like a lot of, like if we're going with like the older generations, with like the older, you don't really see a lot of older Silverados. You know what I mean?
Like out on the road now.
Yeah.
You know what you do see a lot of though is 80s and 90s Fords
Yep. Especially like I know it's not an F-150, but Rangers.
and F-250s.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
a lot of
and
those are
like
used
long
for
beds.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of those are used for towing, which is even
Mhm.
more props because they've been towing their entire lives.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. They're still holding up. Like.
Which I still think Fords, especially F-250s, are probably the best all around for towing. Because Ram has training issues, Chevy lately has training issues. I know we're not talking about Ram right now, but I just to throw it.
This
out
is a
there.
comparison.
Yeah. Um, Yeah, so I think between the engine and the transmission, Ford's best for towing, even now. Um, but yeah, so you're taking Ford
We'll go
over
Ford.
the Silverado.
Yeah. So I'm
Two
sticking with
two for
Ford
two on
here.
Ford
I
versus
know.
Chevy.
Yeah.
So the next one is like a complete wrench in the rest of the comparisons, and that's the Harley Sportster versus the Indian Scout. And those are
Okay.
two pretty comparable motorcycles.
Okay. Now, I don't know if it was you I was talking with about the history of. No, it wasn't.
No.
So, uh, about a month ago, I went to a festival with one of my coworkers,
Mm-hmm.
and she brought her boyfriend. First
Okay.
time meeting him, he's a really cool dude, but like he's super into bikes.
Yeah.
And he was teaching me a little bit about the history between Harley and Indian.
Okay.
And now, if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. I'm trying to dig through my memory here to get the right facts. But I'm pretty sure Indian stole Harley's original motorcycle design
Really?
and released it as their own.
Really? Because Harley's been around for a really long time. Has Indian been around that long?
Yeah,
Jeez.
Indian didn't start up that much after Harley did. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, sorry, Indian stole Harley's first ever bike design. And then Harley had to like backlash super hard to like get it back pretty much. And so they could, because I don't think they had it trademarked or copyrighted.
Was there like a
or
court case or
whatever.
something?
I don't. Maybe there was.
I would assume.
I'm not sure. But like, I love Indian bikes nowadays. I think they're super sweet.
Yeah.
They are a bit expensive, I will say.
Yeah.
But I do think they're super sweet, and like especially nowadays, the whole Harley scene just pisses me off, man.
Well, yeah, you being not a Harley guy, it's like Harley versus the world, so they think, and so everybody.
Yeah, so
disagrees
they
with that.
think, right?
Yes.
It is a one-sided thing here.
Yes.
It's like they hate everybody else, but everybody else does not hate them.
Yeah.
And the reasons that they hate everybody else is just
Because
like why?
they're up here,
Right
in their heads.
In their heads, yeah. But like even every time I do the wave,
Yeah,
they don't do
like
it.
that.
What do you gain? You're gonna
But-
hurt your Harley pride.
Okay, so are you going to take into account the Harley riders or just the Harley bikes? Because right now it's
I'm
just a
getting there.
comparison between the bikes.
Right. I'm getting there. So as bikes, I and like as a company history, I have to go Harley.
Okay,
I have
just
to
out
go
of the
Harley.
respect.
Out of respect, yeah.
Okay.
Because like I don't want to throw shade at Indian, but like after I found out, I'm like, really? That's how you start your company?
Yeah.
Is on a design that you didn't even have?
Well, and I mean, there's like a ton of car companies that were like, somebody presented an idea, they didn't like it, so he went and started that idea.
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
didn't like that idea, so they,
yeah. Kind of
started.
like the history with this car.
Yes.
Like Shelby took the idea, I don't remember who, to somebody else, and they declined it. And then they took it to Ford and were like, hey, I have this idea. And then they ran with it.
So Shelby was making their own cars before Ford came to them. Ford came to Shelby for the racing thing,
Oh, really?
which, believe it or not, we're gonna get to later.
Okay. But yeah, when I got the comment of this, I was doing a little bit of research, and I'm pretty sure that's how this specific car came about.
Okay.
The Shelby Mustang.
Okay, the Shelby Mustang is compared to, or as opposed to just the normal Shelby Cobra.
Yeah, yeah,
From
yeah,
back
yeah.
then, at least.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're taking the Sportster over the Scout.
Yes.
Okay. Next is kind of also a classic rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
This time not American.
Okay.
Do you have a guess of what it might be?
Probably European.
No.
Oh, Japanese?
Yes.
Okay. Probably, I want to say Honda versus Nissan.
No.
Something. No.
It's the Camry versus Civic.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
That makes
That's
more
one that's
sense.
usually pretty compared.
Yeah, that's true.
I tried to pick cars that could be compared to each other, and some of these I don't know a lot about, so I literally looked up cars comparable to one another, or like cars comparable to this car.
Yeah, like a different brand equivalent of said car,
Yeah.
kind of, yeah. So Civic versus Camry. Okay. I do really like Camrys.
Camrys are sick. They look sweet too.
The RS, the like brand new RS Camrys,
Yeah.
all blacked out. They're so sweet, man.
Yeah.
Every time I see one on the road, I mean they're silent, but like they still look cool.
Yeah, the latest generation of Camry, I adore. They're
Yeah.
they're very
Yeah,
nice
and I mean
looking.
obviously Camry has a huge reputation
Yeah.
because quite a while ago, we can't even say a few episodes ago because we're on episode 14.
Yeah.
Probably like 10 episodes ago, we talked about how Camry is the number one sedan,
Yeah.
like selling model, since 2002.
Mhm.
So obviously, you know, they have a huge reputation. And then you have the Civic, which also has a huge reputation, not only among like consumers, but also among car enthusiasts.
Mhm.
I mean, that's like a lot of their first car that they buy and start to mod and whatever. You
Well,
know?
the Camry also doesn't like obviously there's the Corolla GR, but the
Yeah.
Camry doesn't have a track model, whereas the Civic has a Type R.
Right. Yeah.
Not that it's like a great track model, but it's option.
It is an option. It is one of the better front engine, front wheel drive cars
Yeah,
you can
it's
buy on
only
the market.
that and the GR, the Corolla GR, right? Isn't that what you just said last week or the week before?
Maybe.
Because remember they tested those on the track, or maybe
Did
no,
they?
maybe you didn't even talk about it.
I don't
maybe
remember,
I'm crazy.
man. We talk about a lot of things.
Yeah. Maybe I saw something and it just stuck in my mind. I don't know.
Maybe. But and then here comes the thing where like I've been in a Civic. Obviously I've been in yours. I've been in some newer ones. I don't think
Have
I've
you
ever
been in the latest gen?
not the latest one.
Were you in 10th gen?
Yeah,
I never got to sit in a 10th gen, but those were like my favorite models of Civic.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean they're sweet for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, they're cheap, they're reliable. I mean, Camry is like still reasonably cheap, but it's a sedan. It should be like it's still a little bit expensive. For what it
Yeah.
is. Now you also get even more reliability out of it, though.
yeah, I think their costs can go up to like 42,000. I want to say
Yeah.
somewhere around there. But yeah, I've never set foot in a Camry.
I haven't either.
Never set foot in a
I
Camry.
think I've only known one person to have the latest gen, and then I know one person to have like a '08. But that '08 is running strong. No issues at all whatsoever.
Yeah, yeah. I mean they're reliable. I mean it's
Yeah.
Toyota.
Especially
what I
from
mean?
back in the day,
Yeah, no kidding.
before tech.
But I think I'm gonna go with the Civic.
Okay.
I think I'll go with the Civic.
Yeah.
I do like Type R's. I mean,
We've looked at getting into Type R's before.
yeah, we're
Or at
looking
least
at
SIs.
getting dual ones and then alternate color schemes.
Yeah. Yep.
That'd be so cool. But yeah, I'll go with Civic.
Okay. The next one is the Audi RS5 versus the BMW M4 competition.
Ooh,
Now
those
you
aren't
tell
even-
me, are those
those aren't even comparable at all.
no?
Not really. S5?
Yeah.
No.
Or RS5.
Oh, the RS5.
Yeah,
Okay,
did I
yeah,
not say
yeah, yeah, yeah.
RS5?
I don't.
Is that
Maybe you
comparable
did.
then?
The RS5 to the M4 comp.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Like in general, not in your mind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. In general, yeah. I mean, the M4 comp. I mean, obviously, it's a beast.
Okay.
It's
So
it's
now
a beast.
what if we took the competition off of it? And just a M4?
I mean, that would be like that. That's the comparison.
That and the RS5?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then let's do that.
Okay.
BMW M4 versus the Audi RS5.
Because I mean, the RS5. I mean, the RS line for Audi has always been like their sportier stuff, more powerful and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But the RS5 specifically, no wait, I think that's still one you can get over here in the States.
RS5, I feel like I've seen it.
Yeah, because there are the RS4, and maybe even the RS3 you can only get in Europe. Like they don't sell them over here in the States.
Hold on, real quick. It just popped in my mind. I've had the pleasure of riding in an Audi S5,
Uh huh.
Now, it
Okay.
was heavily modded and heavily tuned, but I thought that car was ridiculous. I'm pretty sure we went 70 in about 4 seconds
Oh, wow.
out of a very slow roll.
Okay.
Um, and so I'm just um, not knowledgeable enough, but I'm confused as to how that's not even close. Is the BMW M4 that good?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, BMW M cars, I mean, you can't scoff at them, man. They're the real deal.
Okay.
And if you throw a comp on there,
It's just next level.
yeah. Like, I mean, you're pushing like Porsche level like performance out of them. It's crazy. BMW, I mean, they know what they're doing. Obviously, I mean, they're expensive for a reason. I mean, an M4 comp is going to run you like 80 grand.
Yeah.
But I mean, same with the RS5. I think starting RS5 is around 60.
Okay.
But um yeah, enough rambling.
Yeah.
I'm going Audi RS5.
All right. Audi RS5. Okay.
I'm an Audi guy, you know?
Yeah. If you had to be something, you'd be an Audi guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I have not owned an Audi and I have owned a BMW and I do.
Yeah, but if you had found a cheap Audi wagon, because at the
Oh,
time you were
yeah.
all over them,
Oh yeah.
you would have gotten
Even nowadays, like I was filling up at the gas station on my motorcycle and there was a guy in front of me with an A4 wagon.
Oh,
And I was just looking at it, and I finally worked up the courage to like go talk to him about it. And I'm like, "Hey man, you got one of my dream cars here!" Like,
yeah.
dude, an A4 wagon with the Quattro on it, dude, you cannot beat that.
You can.
Especially for okay, I don't want to hear it.
Oh, you can. Oh, you can beat it by a pickup truck. Give me a Ford Raptor any day.
Yeah, you can have your Ford Raptor.
If one day I get a Ford Raptor and you get a A4 wagon with Quattro, we're gonna
Okay,
race.
it is not the most powerful engine in the world. It only has a 2-liter turbo. Like, it's a small engine.
You can do a lot with a 2-liter.
Yeah, I mean, my PT had a 2-liter turbo.
Yeah. Well, you put an intake on it, new exhaust.
Yeah, that's
It'll
true.
move pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
just
you
let
can-
it breathe.
Yeah, you can make them nice. I'm just saying it's not.
Yeah.
There's better options for sure. But I mean, classic Audi A4 wagon. That's like the 2000s classic right there. So
Okay, so the next comparison, I would like to say that it is almost the. I want to say it's the unspoken rivalry, but I feel like it's also spoken.
okay.
It's just people don't necessarily think of it as a rivalry,
Uh-huh.
for the most part, I think. It is American. We're back to American. Both of them are American,
Mm-hmm.
but they are the same brand.
Rivalry between brands
No, not between brands.
or
Within the brand.
within brand. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Charger versus the Challenger.
Okay.
This is which you prefer.
What
Now,
do
I say it's
prefer?
only fair if we take the new Charger out of the mix.
Okay.
And so, like, forget about the new electric gas Charger,
Right.
the new one. And if you don't have any bias with your dad owning a Charger.
Mm-hmm. I don't think
Well,
I
that's
have
a pretty
bias.
piece of crap Charger, so I wouldn't say you should have bias anyway.
Yeah, I don't think I have bias toward that specifically. So here I'm trying to think of like, obviously the Charger was the first one, and then the Challenger came later.
Mhm.
Well,
the Charger
like in
pretty
the
much-
history,
Charger pretty much was the Challenger for a while.
pretty much, yeah, because it was the 2-door for a long time, even.
And it had the look of a Challenger, like the 69, 70 Charger specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked pretty similar up until 91 when they discontinued it.
I'm an avid Dodge hater.
Yeah.
But oh
Number
baby,
one
if I
Dodge
could
hater.
get my hands on a really nice condition 69 or 70 Charger, never passing that opportunity up.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's just me being a Fast and Furious fan, but even regardless of that, very sweet car.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, you have to respect it.
Yeah. You can't help
Even if it's not, you have to respect it.
Yeah.
But and then you go in like the final years of both of their lines, and you're getting the
Scat Pack,
Challenger,
Hellcat.
yeah, the Hellcat Red Eye, the Scat Pack. I think it is just the Scat Pack. But then, I mean, with both of them, you have a black key and you have a red key. You know what I mean? Use the red key if you want to break some laws, maybe, or
Yeah.
maybe.
Maybe. Allegedly.
Yeah.
So the only thing that I'm concerned about with this comparison is that I feel like the Charger had a lot more potential than people were worth giving it.
Mm-hmm.
So they did a lot more with the Challenger than they did with the Charger.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because of how they made it and that the Challenger was already more powerful.
Yeah. I mean, the
But,
Challenger.
The Challenger, they
obviously-
put the Hellcat, the Demon Red Eye, like
Yeah.
all that stuff. They worked on that thing a lot and put
Mhm.
a lot of different things into it.
Yeah. I mean, they put that thing on a track and they broke the straight time lap record, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. And they had to put a parachute on the back of
Yeah.
it because it was so fast.
But like they never made that kind of effort with the Charger, I feel.
I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, you're right. They obviously did. I mean, you can still buy Chargers with like 700 horsepower.
Well, yeah. Well, if you could take that Demon Red Eye engine and freaking put it in a Charger,
Yeah, no kidding.
that's even more aerodynamic,
Yeah.
even closer to the ground. Probably better handling.
I'm gonna go Challenger on this one.
Okay. If this were mine, I would probably go Charger only because what I was just saying, how they did give more love to the Challenger.
Mm-hmm.
And if they did all that to the Charger, I think the Chargers look better. And I honestly think that
Yeah.
they would probably perform better due to the fact that they're more aerodynamic, lower to the ground. All
Yeah. I mean, have you looked at a Challenger like up close?
that. Yes. But also, they never changed the Challenger.
Not really. They really did stay
Stay
the
the same.
same style. They did change a couple
They
things.
like made tweaks, but
Yeah, I mean, there's been a couple I've seen up close, and I mean the headlights are, I mean, turbo intakes.
Yeah.
Like you
well,
have.
and they're scary. You see that.
Oh yeah, and you hear.
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
That was actually a pretty accurate sound.
All right, what you
So
got?
you got the Challenger on that one.
Yeah.
Next is back to Japan.
Okay.
One of them is going to be very interesting because you have to think of when they switched brands or when one bought out the other.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the Supra versus the NSX.
Ooh.
And the old
Okay.
Supras, the new Supras, not crazy. The old Supras, very nice.
Oh yeah, like Mark III, Mark IV.
Oh yeah.
Sheesh.
And what
Okay,
they did with them.
So why did you say the NSX didn't switch brands?
No, but
They did
Acura,
release the
Honda.
same car under an
Yes.
American name, yeah. Well, not well.
American.
Yeah. Yeah, because here in the States it's the Acura NSX, and then the right-hand drive version in Japan is the Honda NSX.
Yeah. That's what I meant. You know where I was going with that.
Yeah. NSX. I don't even have to think. I don't know why I
Really?
started thinking. Have you seen my wallpapers?
Yes, I have.
I have so many NSX wallpapers. That's like top 3 cars, in my opinion.
Okay.
The 90s models.
Okay.
The 90s models. I'm not like obviously the newer ones, 2022, 2023, they're cool. I like the older ones better.
I know why you made that decision. I know.
Come on.
Flip up headlights.
Yep.
You are a sucker for flip up headlights.
Dude, I love them. They're so,
I was thinking like, man, the new NSXs look really cool. Like the Acura ones, they look really sick. Why are you so for the old? Flip up headlights.
Yep.
So, if we're digging into my brain here, I love the look of the new NSX, the new Acura NSXs.
Mm-hmm.
Love the look of them. There's not much better looking cars for me out there.
Yeah, I mean they are super cool. To me, I think they even like compare in design to like Lamborghinis almost.
Yeah.
They're sort of similar. You can
Yeah.
see comparisons.
Uh-huh. I can see that. Um, I think I respect the old Supra so much more. And once again, it might just be my fandom of the Fast and Furious.
Mm-hmm.
Um, with the orange Supra that he ran in the first
Right.
movie.
Yeah, the one that sold for $400,000.
Yeah, something like that. So that might have something to do with it, but I've also asked you not to be biased as much as you can help it. Which this is all pretty much biasing because it's your
I guess,
opinion.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's opinions.
But I respect the old Supra a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I do love the look of both the new and the old NSX. I really really wanted to look into getting an old Honda NSX for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized how much they were and
Yeah.
quickly dropped that dream. So,
I've looked at the market every year for the past like 6 years.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so you took the NSX and that
Mhm.
specifically the older one.
Yes, the older models, yeah.
Next is also an interesting comparison, mostly because it might not even be a comparison. But this is where I looked up cars that could be compared to the Porsche 911.
Okay.
And it came up with a few different things.
Uh-huh.
And I was trying to think, can that really be compared? Can that really be compared? Can that really be what I chose to compare it to is not even from that side of the world.
Okay.
It's an American car. And I had to be specific because just a normal one, not even close.
Mm-hmm.
But a Porsche 911 versus a Corvette Stingray.
Oh. Huh.
Because I feel like a normal Corvette is not even close. Everybody
Yeah.
and their mother would take,
Well, I
unless
mean-
you're heavy American.
Well, I mean, I guess both of them have their upper models. I mean, you
Yes.
have 911 GT3.
Yes, and GT3 RS, which is the most trendy car in the world right now.
Yeah.
Therefore, I am inclined to not like it because I don't like trends.
But just the base 911.
I would say yeah, only because that's what would keep it close,
Okay.
or maybe a GT2 or something.
Yeah.
If
know.
even that, like that's still another level. But a Stingray
Yeah.
Corvette is also super cool, super respectable.
Right. Yeah. You don't actually hear a lot about those.
No,
Not
I want
really.
to. The fact that we haven't heard a lot about Stingray Corvettes makes me think maybe they're done.
They might be.
Because
Didn't
now,
we see one at the event or the show?
yes,
Wasn't there one there? Yeah.
especially I know we saw the older one.
Mhm.
We're not sure if that other one.
Oh,
was.
right.
I
Yeah.
think it might have been just a Z06.
I guess we never figured that out.
No, we should have asked the owner.
The one with the.
Look at us being stupid. We can't tell the difference between a Corvette Stingray and a Z06. But the reason I would think, another reason I might think that the Stingray is done is because of the 01X and like a couple other, and the E-Ray, Corvette E-Ray. I don't know if you heard about that.
I have seen a little bit about it.
Okay.
Haven't done research.
So the fact that they're doing other types of super high-end Corvettes
Mhm.
makes me think maybe they're done with the Stingray, at least for now.
Yeah.
But then there's also, there could still be one, so we'll have to figure that out.
Yeah. I think I might go Porsche on this one, the 911, because I mean you think about the older ones, like the 90s models.
How do you tell? They all look the same.
You can tell.
They all look exactly the same. If you go back to the oldest 911 and compare it to the newest 911, you're like, which one's the new one, which one's the old one?
I can tell.
Yeah. There's minor tweaks, yeah. You're about you.
And the headlights are shaped differently.
Mm-hmm.
Blah 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 blah. But yeah, I'll go with the 911.
Okay. Was that pretty
I
easy
don't
for
know.
you, or?
I just don't know a lot about the Stingray.
Okay. I know
Not
I
really.
would really like the Stingray back in like the T-top, like split window. 'Cause first of all, those are
Okay.
really rare.
Yeah, for
Especially
sure.
in good shape nowadays. So I keep hitting my mic. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, I think those cars are really sweet.
When did they like start making them? You know,
the split windows?
no, the
Stingray.
Stingray. Yeah,
I don't know. Long time ago.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. See, I just don't know a lot about the Stingray.
Yeah, I wish I knew more, to be honest with you, because they're sweet cars.
Mm-hmm.
I can't decide which of these comparisons I want to do next and which one I want to do last.
What are we on now? We're on 9 and 10?
Yes,
Okay.
9 and 10. Um,
I would say flip a coin, but I don't think you have a coin.
Give me a number, 9 or 10. It gave me 59. Goodness. Who's supporting AI
That is
again?
not 9 or 10. What?
Who's supporting AI again?
Dumb people?
Yeah, I guess. All right, I guess we'll just classify it as 1 and 2. Give me a number, 1 or 2. It gave me 85. Okay, so we're just
say
gonna
flip
flip
a
a coin.
coin, yeah.
So we're gonna have heads and tails.
Okay.
Heads or tails? I could have said flip a coin. I said heads.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna
That
do.
was way more complicated than it needed to be.
Yeah, it took three tries to do something I could have just done immediately. We're gonna do. Have you seen Ford vs Ferrari?
No.
Oh my gosh, that's like one of the better racing movies of our generation.
Is it?
Yes,
I haven't seen it.
we're gonna have to watch it soon,
Okay.
like before I move soon.
Okay.
These are the two main cars in that movie, and I have a picture pulled up because I was afraid you would have said no, and I was right because I'm always right. But
Okay.
Ford GT40 Mark II versus the Ferrari 330 P3. And those are
Gosh, those are all these specific. Oh, I knew what the GT 340 looks like. Huh.
so I
Okay.
guess without watching the movie, you can only I mean not that the movie really tells you a whole lot about the cars, but
Right.
just based on this picture, I guess, based on looks.
Based on looks and what I do know, which I don't know the Ferrari at all, and I know the Ford.
GT40.
Yeah, I know that one a little bit. I'm gonna go with the Ford.
Okay, just because you know it better.
Yeah, and honestly, the the car kind of reminds me of. Oh wait, no. Almost like. It almost looks like a DeLorean.
Mm.
Almost. It almost looks like a DeLorean.
I don't love that. I don't love that you said that. To be honest with you, I don't love that you said that.
But yeah, I'll go with the GT40.
Okay, I agree with that one. That Ferrari is pretty sweet, especially if you were able to find one nowadays. Nowadays, they probably go for like dang near $1 million.
Oh yeah, probably around there.
Then again, the Ford GT40 Mark II probably goes for between $500,000 and $1 million. So
Oh yeah, I think they go more than that.
yeah, they're ridiculous.
Yeah.
But rightfully so. Like they're classics. They're probably race driven. You know.
Yeah. I mean, like seeing one of those, like actually once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Probably won't ever see one again.
So the final comparison that I'm going to make you do is they're both something that you absolutely hate in cars. They're both electric.
Okay.
But they're both electric performance cars. And I did not use a Tesla because I knew the second you heard Tesla, you'd be like, no. So I used two other brands, both performance cars. And if we need to look them up, we can.
Okay.
The Porsche Taycan, I don't know if it's Taycan or Taycan or whatever. Porsche Taycan Turbo S.
Okay.
And the Audi RS e-tron GT.
Yeah, I do know that one.
Okay.
I know the e-tron GT.
Okay.
I've seen one in person, which is very strange.
Really?
Yeah. There was one here in Grand Rapids.
Driving?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know. That was the first time I'd ever saw one.
So this will be the Porsche Taycan Turbo S.
Oh.
I mean, it just looks like electric Porsche sedan, really.
Yeah. Huh. I feel like this has like Nürburgring records. I feel like I saw it on there. when I was doing research for last episode.
Maybe.
Huh.
All I know about the Porsche is that it's in the Crew Motorsport, and so I have it, and I've driven it. In the Crew Motorsport.
It's the only thing you know about it?
Yeah, pretty much. And I hated it because I think the race that I had to use it for was just a pain in the butt.
Oh.
So I have a lot of
But
hours with that car.
have you seen the e-tron?
No.
At all?
No, I'll look at it.
It has like almost a spider look to it with the scoop in the door.
Okay.
I want to say like the later ones kind of look like an R8 almost, but then
What scoop in the door are you talking about?
is there not a scoop in the door? What the?
No, it just looks like an Audi version of
What
that
the
Porsche.
heck am I thinking of?
An R8?
No. What am I thinking? Is it not an e-tron? Am I tripping?
I don't know.
Audi.
It might be.
Audi electric models sport. What am I thinking of? It's not that. No, it was or not a concept car. It was a production car. Maybe it was a concept car. Maybe I'm tripping.
Maybe you are. Do you want to do more research on it later?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Whoa, my God.
So now that you actually know what you're comparing,
maybe my brain is just.
the problem with this one is you're going to end up just comparing it by brand and favoring one over the other, specifically Audi.
Okay. In my head, before you said that, I was actually kind of leaning toward the Porsche.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. I think, like, I don't know. I guess I don't know anything about the e-tron GT then. But, like, I know for Porsche, I mean, a lot of their models are track models. You know?
Yeah.
They do a lot of track racing. That's, like, racing is kind of a thing.
Even their street cars, I think, are track capable.
Yeah, for sure. And I
Besides
don't know.
maybe their SUV, but
I
even
just
that.
have so much respect for like race car drivers in general,
Mhm.
but like especially like Porsche drivers, they consistently push out times.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like no matter what they do, for anything. I mean, like they're
I'm
probably
pretty
going
sure.
to be up
I
on
watched
the
the
list.
24 Hours of Daytona at the start of the year, start of racing season, and I'm pretty sure they were at least top 2 overall.
Yeah.
Was Porsche.
So,
Also, real quick, I know that the correct pronunciation of Porsche is Porsche. I'm American, and that sounds stupid to me, so I'm not going to call it that.
that's fine. I'll call it Porsche.
I'm more or less talking to them.
Okay. But yeah, I'll go. I think I'll have to go with that one then.
The Porsche taken?
Yeah.
Okay. That's 10. So just run it back. Just to run it back.
That's all of them then. Well,
you took the Mustang over the Camaro, the F-150 over the Silverado, the Harley Sportster over the Indian Scout, the Civic over the Camry.
mm-hmm.
I believe the RS5 over the M4. Pretty sure.
Did I even pick one for that?
Pretty sure you took the RS5 over the M4. Or would you rather have the M4 over the RS5?
No, we'll go with that.
Okay.
RS5.
And then the Challenger over the Charger, the NSX over the Supra, the 911 over the Stingray, the GT40 Mark II over the Ferrari 330 P3. I'm hitting my mic again. And then I honestly feel like I've been hiding behind my mic over the entire course of the episode. I apologize for that if you can't see my face. Actually, it's probably better for you that you can't see my face.
Don't say
But
that.
then the Porsche Taycan Turbo S over the Audi RS e-tron GT.
That's a mouthful.
Oh, yeah, you're telling me electric cars are supposed to be simpler, and they're not.
Yeah. Sometimes they just have crazy names like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with that list.
You don't want to go back and change any of your options?
No.
Okay, well, good news for you is you probably won't be able to afford any of those in your lifetime.
You have so low hopes for me. What the heck?
I don't. I have low expectations for myself, and I reflect it onto other people.
I'll own one of my dream cars one day.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. I will too. It'll just be out of a scrapyard.
Mine will be running and driving.
I hope so. I truly hope so.
Just one day. One day.
Yeah.
Not anytime soon, but one day.
One day.
That's the dream.
You got a lot of things to take care of first. Some big things. Like moving to a different country.
Like moving to a different country,
Yes.
yeah.
So
I am aware. But yeah, I mean, I think that's
I think that's enough for today.
that's gonna be it then, yeah. This camera is gonna stop recording here pretty soon, so we should wrap it up.
Yeah. Are you outro or my outro? We kind of just do the outro together, kind of. Thank you guys for joining us for another week of listening to us yap about cars.
We love yapping about cars, and yeah, we appreciate you being here.
Yeah, as little as we know about cars, we like talking about them and we like looking at them specifically.
Yeah, for what we
And
do,
learning
for
about
what we
them.
do know anyway, we do like talking about that.
Yeah.
And learning. I mean, I do research here and there, even when we're not recording.
Yes, especially when we're prepping for an episode, we do research. So.
Yeah, a lot of research, and it is my episode next week, so.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna be bringing something.
Yeah, I feel like you do more fun things, where I do more like just opinionated based things.
Which I think is.
It's
okay.
good balance.
Yeah, you should bring a game or something though.
I'll consider it.
You better.
Yeah, I'll try to think of something.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yep.
On anywhere you listen to our podcast.
If you want a car on the wall, make sure you comment below what your favorite car is, or just if you want to see one up here with the Shelby Cobra.
Sure, you can send us a picture of your personal car if you want and put it up there.
That's true. We'll give you an Instagram shout out if you want.
Yeah, DM us on Instagram with a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Give you an Instagram shout out.
Yeah, speaking of Instagram, be sure to follow the Instagram. There are sneak peek stuff on there.
Sneak peeks, other content.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll see you guys next week.